EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
Deputy Lions.
Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Let's go.
And now off to the races down the right side. DK Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 62 yards. And the Steelers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's complete. And he will get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Tip it.
To throw, it's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. A second down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Williams. There's a short one caught by Logan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Williams. Pass incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 4-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw again. And he's got it. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll try it now with Swift. And this time he is in. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
First throw now for the backup, Rodgers. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
319. Over 50. 319.
Here's Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 3rd and 7.
On play action, here's Williams. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now this time Rodgers will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Oh, Banana! 319! Hey, 88! Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 319.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
That's another Steelers first down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. 2nd and 10.
Back up. Rename to 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll remain down by 2. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. To the air, Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Williams. He'll try to do it himself. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Bears, 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw once more, here's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, Pippin! 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 Ready to hold! Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. There's a short one caught by Loveland. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 4th down, here's Williams. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Running left, it's Warren. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Hey, take 26.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now a 2nd and 2. This is Swift on the counter. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Let's go.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Here's 2nd down.
Bennett, jump out. We need team. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50. Hey, Mike.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. This taken from the 12. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
319.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Bronco 80.
Here's a design run. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
358. Cat 300. Cat 300.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
26. Back one. Check 30.
On 4th down, it's Rodgers. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's going to be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
They'll run here on 1st down. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Firing quickly as Rodgers complete. He crosses the 35. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. First down throw here by Rodgers. Near the goal line. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. And that sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 23 more yards. That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get the game's first points here in the second. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect one for one.
Conversion.
And no connection on the two-point try. It fails.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
Could have been 7 if they'd tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Offense in a hurry up here.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And his slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
This is Henry on second. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. They'll kick the running back in motion. First down throw for Jackson. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. On first and 10, it's Henry. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
On second down, here's Henry again. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Stopped by someone who began as a star for these Ravens, now a rival, Patrick Queen.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
No, we changed it.
Now Jackson on third down. On the move, headed right. He's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Looking inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Here comes the final play of our first half. Jackson trying to sneak it. And he could not break beyond the line. So that's how our half's going to end.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
First down, here's Lamar. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. This play's a design run. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Design quarterback run here. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A pickup of 17. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That's completed out to the right. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Austin's there to haul it in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Steelers have a first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
An early jump of the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5.
Green 18.
Running it after the penalty. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Green 18.
That's complete right side. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them at 1st down.
Warren will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. No gain for them there, setting up 2nd and goal. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. They sneak it with Rodgers. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Now Rodgers going to get the Steelers set to go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he's got a man. Complete. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Ravens, nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting at the 10. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And goes to the hurry up here.
Lamar Jackson sacked. It's second down.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
4th and forever coming up. Desperation time here. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go from Pittsburgh. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Steady.
Now this looks like a design run. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
For a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a design run. He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line.
So I like these plays. I think the more guys, Mike, that you can get involved in the ground game, the better. And, of course, they're going to get enough touches to their back in a traditional sense, but make the defense defend every blade of grass from sideline to sideline and from line of scrimmage to the end zone. And one of the best ways to do it is to get your wide receivers, get your speed guys involved in the run game.
And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Once again, it's Warren.
Jalen Warren, the ball carrier. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard
From the 24
line.
now, here's 2nd down and 3.
258.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that 1st quarter of play. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? And we're back to the Steel City after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. It's the quarterback with the sneak.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Over. 258.
We'll try and run it here with Warren.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
258.
How about this play call? And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. Has an opening. Has the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Dolphins.
Once again, it's Achane. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane, and he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Third and inches. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches.
34-yard line.
Hey, check that. Shut up.
A handoff. It's Achane heading left. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
At the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, here is Achane. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. So now Mike McDaniel will send out the field goal unit. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 3-0 lead. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Now this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
Well run with Achane. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Dolphins are out to a 10-0 lead.
Steelers 0. Jason Sanders.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hey, check 26. Inside.
A first down throw from Rodgers. He's got the connection. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
Back north.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down for Aaron. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Rodgers out quick to Metcalf. Second and 10.
Hey, you block over here.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Rodgers going up top again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
By the Dolphins. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
A run here with Achane. Lots of space. the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. He's done it again, back-to-back good runs. 19 this time, and another first down.
19 yards. First down, Miami.
There's a handoff to HN, running left, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
The 45-yard line.
60 Eagle, track him, 60. Let's go. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Go.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson, sending it deep for Waddle. That is hard. He will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So even after the penalty, they're not going to rethink things. They'll stick with going for one. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Now another shot here at the PAT. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
17. Steelers, nothing.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Inside. 319. Jump out. Back north. Split 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
258, get 300, get 300. 26. Hey, take 26. Hey, 88. Yeah, this.
Second down, Rodgers. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check 30. Go to 50.
On third down, Rodgers. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down at...
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. The tight end in motion now. Here's Derrick Henry getting him on the ground. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
On 1st down, Jackson flushed out of the pocket. Complete Derrick Henry. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Lamar now from the gun. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Ravens 1st down.
From the gun, Jackson. He finds Bateman on the slant. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Forward.
2nd and 3 now. Flying down the middle of Henry. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Running once more with Henry. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. A couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break.
Ravens.
Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. A draw now. This is Henry. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Another run for Henry. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Jackson looking to throw. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now Brock still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He rolls to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Oops, knocks it through. And all the way into the second quarter, our opening drive ends in 3.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Calvin Austin on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Starting this drive with a design run. Maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Here's the backup. First throw. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line.
17 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, check 26. 58.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Line left. 319.
Again, Rodgers. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Rodgers going to throw on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 37-yard line.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
158. Hey, 88. Get 300. Zoom. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
180.
First down, here's Lamar. Vacates quickly left side. On the run, deep down the left side. Big gain downfield. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Looking to throw, Jackson. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Okay, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Ravens first down.
Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. Hanging close, and it does find that right upright. No good. And they are unable to double their lead. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
On 2nd down, Warren. Gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Hey, take 26.
Back to throw it. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline that penalty. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First and 10. Here's Jackson. The left side caught by Andrews. And they bring him down around the 34.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
This is Henry on 2nd. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Then stopped by Alex Highsmith.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
All set now. 1st and 10. Henry running to the left. Running in the red zone. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First and goal, Baltimore.
So they'll be set up with a first and goal when we come back. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Right on the doorstep now. Here's first and goal from inside the 1. Trying to run with Henry. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens making a 9-point advantage. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra points. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 10, Steelers nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
319.
A pistol snap. Rodgers. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick 6. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, here comes Austin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10.
I'll go over here. 319.
Here's Rodgers coming back after the pick. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
258.
Rodgers thrown again on second. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
319.
To the air on third and long. This finds Austin complete. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Offense to the line fast.
15 yards on the play. That's good for us Steelers. First down.
To the air on first down. Rodgers absolutely fires this one. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
630.
First down throw here by Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
258.
Throwing again, Rodgers. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Rodgers has his guys set. Looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Lamar now from the gun, rolling out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
A gain of 19 yards.
From the gun, Jackson buying some time right. He just throws this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter. Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Ravens nearing a win here with a 14-point lead.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Loop to kick it away. On the return, here comes Austin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Austin on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Hey, 88, 18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers from the gun. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by more than Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right, getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Trying to locate it. Oh, no, he lost it. Not a good effort there. They're going to bring him down just beyond the 10.
Boston on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work they go after the interception. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
To throw again here on 2nd down. Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Over 50. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And this gets them well away from dangerous. He is up past their 20.
And the Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. 2nd and 15. Again, Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line.
That's good for the Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300.
They'll throw again. Rodgers trying to push deep downfield. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
From the red zone on 1st. Caught on the slant. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Let's see what they want to do here. It's 2nd and inches.
Back north.
Throwing again here. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers get it back to a 14-point game.
Steelers 13.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And this is going to be recovered by the Ravens. And they're moments away now from celebrating a win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
13.
They're going to pass it here. Andrews has it, working downfield. The stop is made, but not in